Let's go. Oh, why am I hearing myself? That's why. Ha ha ha. I figured it out. Okay. Hello! Ah! Can you see me? Can you hear me? Did we do it right for once? Hello! Whoa! I know. I made things a smidge different. Just changed it a little bit. I may have had a little time to kill before the stream, and so I made things just a tad different. Hi. Good to see you. My name is GamePan Plays, and I'm here live on Twitch and live on YouTube because I figured that out too, and so now I'm streaming to both, and I'm not dropping any frames. So that's been my last 2 hours. Thank you. I love this bookcase too. I actually I'm specifically have this set up because I wanted to use the bookcase as a backdrop for videos and stuff. And then I started using the green screen, thinking like, oh yeah, the green screen just makes more sense from a broadcasting standpoint. But I thought about it and we talked about it, and I think I like this more. And I found this sweet overlay. So yeah, that's what we're going with, and it matches. Try it out. Yeah, we'll see how it feels. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. The actual broadcasting screen is a little different too, just because of that, right? So I'm like in a little box now. I'm in a little box. I got like a little frame. It's me. So I was playing Slay the Princess. We're gonna continue that tonight. And so here's the thing. Is my music still going? I can't hear it. I'm gonna press pause on that just in case it was. So it suddenly becomes like really loud music or something. But we're gonna keep playing Slay the Princess. I haven't started the game yet because I wanted to test some stuff earlier. I accidentally started the game, and it literally just jumps right back in where we left off last night. Because if you recall, last night it just shut down. And so I clicked play to test some audio stuff, and then it was just like, whoop. Hi, welcome back. And I'm like, oh, so no menu or anything. I was expecting to be on the menu. I like to be on the menu, but I'm not on the menu. I'm on the Steam page. Hopefully it'll I just quit real quick, hoping that it would be like, yeah, that didn't happen. I guess we'll see. So let's load this up. And yeah. And then let me know if you want the Slay the Princess overlay that I was doing before. Sorry if you missed it. Trying no green screen. I am trying no green screen. Just giving it a shot. I have this as my chat overlay now. So if you're interested, I think it looks good. It looks nice, and it pairs with all the screens that I have because it's got the little pixelated starry effect things going on. So yeah, so that's it. That's news. That's the news. Yeah. Ooh, stars. I know, right? So let's jump right back into this. Hopefully we get audio and stuff, and it's just jumps right in. It doesn't look like it's jumping right back in like it did last time. I didn't get any of this. Yeah, okay, so it gave me the menu. Sorry to the... Oh, I'm not getting music. Are you getting music? Am I on the wrong screen? There we go. That's why. Hopefully loading the game will just load it back into where we were, but... Yeah. Happy streaming. Thank you so much, Kat. But yeah. For those of you who obviously were here, if you were here last night or if you watched the VOD from the previous stream, we ended, and it ends on a shutdown. And if you load it back up, it loads right back up to that same scene, does not go to the menu. I apologize that I did not record that. I was just testing some audio, and now it's that really cool little bit of stuff is gone. And I apologize that I didn't get it on recording. But we're just going to jump, hopefully, right back in. Or Or not? Or there's nothing? Or, oh. Hold on. Did it quick save right at the... Maybe we do have this. Maybe we do have this. Maybe it quick saved right at the immediate shutdown. And maybe the free... This game is just like, screw you, Panda. Screw you, Panda. New game, I know. There we go. We'll just re-roll from the top, guys. Oh no. Ah no. Hold on. Oh, wait. Here we go. 2149. 2149. I think this would be the one. This was when I loaded up earlier today. Yeah. Okay. So we got it. We're good. I think we're good. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 3. You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempted to destroy me.
Can anyone recount everything that happened? I kind of forgot. Everyone knows the story by now, right? Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my
Lots of death.
bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence.
Mostly mine.
There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything
And hands.
you've known me to be.
So many
I am
hands.
also none of you.
If you couldn't tell, I'm not a fan of hands. Elden Ring had hands,
Gifts aren't
but they had like
what's
8 fingers on each hand.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my
What's the
shadows
hand phobia?
and tells me new secrets.
Someone Google hand phobia. Phobia of hands with too many fingers. Chirophobia, is that what it is? Chirophobia. Today I learned. Today I learned I may have chirophobia. That's behind my screen. I should, you know what? I'm gonna move the dice to not be behind my camera. Because just like how you guys see it, that's actually how I read the dice. That's not just how you guys see it. So I should probably... There we go. Oh, it's a 2. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
I mean, that sounds sweet and all. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Sounds good. Crash!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Need a
And
death
in the
counter for this
basement
game?
of
I
that
do
cabin
need a death counter for this
is a
game.
princess. You're here to slay her.
I mean, I feel like I'm like halfway through it already, so maybe
end.
maybe it's a little late for that, but I should make personalized death counters for every visual novel I ever play. Reuse the ball one. I have it set up. Hold on, what is it at now? If I press it, it goes to 54. Okay. Alright. If I reuse the ball one, you're gonna have to remind me that it was at 53 before. I can always go back and reset it back to the number it was. You're just gonna have to remind me, and it's specifically you. You're the only one here. I'm not gonna go back and watch the VOD. I'm too lazy. Alright. If you remember. Ah! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it was 11, right? And 10. Sweet! Always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution!
That's the spirit.
That is the spirit.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
But you'll do the same,
Don't
but you'll
believe a word
try
she
and keep me
says.
from not slaying
We're
her.
not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Neither do you! Proceed into the cabin. I would like to see the voices
The interior
more.
of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale.
Which, I mean, I know
and
that's based
the
on, like,
floor and
different
walls are
routes that
painted
you
in
wind
a
up
fine
taking.
layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Narrator and the voice of the hero were a little bit different. It's all the same guy, right? Like, this whole thing is voiced by 2 different people. By the way, I just found out watching your stream that the voice actress for the princess is why can't I think of her name now? She's another streamer. She's another streamer on here, and she does GDQ. She's a speedrunner, and she's one of the hosts on GDQ. And so, like, I saw the credits rolling on your stream and was like, I know that person. Yeah, I was like, oh, and it took me a while to connect the dots because I was like, that name sounds so familiar, and then it clicked. Yeah, so. And it's just the 2 people voicing this, though. So, I mean, and the guy is voicing all of the voices, other than the princess. Yeah. Let's see, do we take the knife? We take the knife.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
What's her
The door to the
name?
basement creaks open,
It's gonna bug me.
revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place.
Something night?
The air feels heavy
Something
and
night?
damp,
Midnight?
a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is
For sure.
probably doing
Yeah.
her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Just if there was, like, a little more
Don't let it
distinction
fool you.
in the characters.
It's all
I
part of
definitely agree. Especially if you're just listening. A little more distinction in the characters would have been perfect, but I mean, yeah, he's doing so much. Hi! Who's there? Hi! Just me! Just your bird person.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Maybe. I don't know. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you
It's
bring a knife
certainly a
with you?
possibility.
How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
Who knows?
She
Who
makes a
knows?
compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
Well, it's not like I'm in control
Don't
here.
You dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Or murder. Just saying.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Yeah, probably. I've seen what you can.
Your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right?
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not wrong.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Make a solid point.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate
Or-
now, it'll be too late. End this.
Was it 5? Are you sure she's not armed? Give her a minute and she won't be armed anymore, I promise.
I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Are you coming on to me? Do it, slay the princess. Ah, I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Damn you, chicken. Do it. Slay the princess. Ah. Squint at the princess while holding on to. Just squint at her.
You stare at the princess, squinting.
Squinting.
She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
The fucking squint. Squint at the. Please do it. Please do it harder. Yes! Squint at the princess even harder.
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Someone is going to have to blink. One of us will blink. Duh.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Talk is cheap.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine.
The narrator's like so
Don't know
pissy.
what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make...
Ah. Sorry, I pushed a button.
So here we are. What an awkward start.
Such
to
a mood, I
relationship.
know. I'll be honest. I feel like the narrator at work sometimes. Yes, yeah, me during work, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just like, I guess you're gonna go and do this without. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2. A relationship. Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
So we had the simp relationship where we were like friends with the princess. Are we gonna have the simp relationship where we're not friends with the princess? It's like, ooh, do you want to have a relationship now? And she's like, no, don't be creepy. 10. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
I heard you say we have a relationship, so I'm good. Let's just move forward. Slay the princess.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
This is new.
Blood sprays from the cut. Your
She had a
severed
blade
carotid
this time.
artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Now, I wonder if the things that she has available to her are determined specifically by your choices, right? Because your belief can have a major impact on like the cabin and everything that's going on around you. And if your belief was that she might have something on her and that's what gave her something, then I could see that being just like a really cool sort of nuance that if you were not rolling for every single decision could play into like how you make your choice. Like, oh no, I don't want to even have the inkling that she might have something on her, because if I do, then she will. Finish the job.
With the last bit of your
Ooh.
will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Murder.
Oh,
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Well, that was a good run.
somehow I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
If I do, will it be?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Razor. Ooh, this is new. This is a new chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Don't think you've gotten this one. Ooh, nice. New territory for everyone. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, notice this is a new bit of text. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me. Okay, but I definitely got her. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time
No,
either
you
of us
don't.
have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit.
Oh,
She's
the
decided to
cheated.
pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again. Stabbed to death.
Gatekeep,
You won't
gaslighting
have
girl
to worry about
boss.
that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't.
Interesting. So we got the voice of the cheated in chapter 2
Turns
this time.
out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
As opposed to stabbing
Calm
us to
down.
life.
She has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
How do you know? I'm a bird. This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
It hasn't. Or,
It has!
I certainly haven't been a part of it.
You were!
Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth. And all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
I kind of feel like skipping the
Let's
sections
say
we've
for
done over and
once
over
that
again.
This really is the second time you've met
But this time,
Or
technically, we
used
have
to
another person with us, right? We have the cheated voice with
You're
us,
back
who
here.
might say
I'm
something
assuming
different
you
in the
died,
middle of this
which
conversation.
probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did exactly what you said.
We did.
Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare, in which case I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right.
But we didn't do it wrong.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess
Stabbed
stabbed
us.
and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
We stabbed her, she stabbed us. We want to stab you.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself?
Maybe
or were
we
you
stabbed
instead
time.
transported to a different world entirely?
Maybe she stabbed the
Had
world.
you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
But we didn't fail.
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
Not
At
unreasonable.
least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
Or did you? Or
She
did
just
you?
caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip. You'll save the world in no time at all.
Counterpoint, if we already died once and we leave and turn around and do nothing, and we die again, who cares? We can apparently come back from that. Let's talk about this princess. Ugh,
Just be quick about it.
I don't want to talk about the princess. 2, 3, 4. Never mind. Thank you. Thank you, Dice.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Proceed to the cabin. Or turn around and leave.
You have already committed to my completion. Cannot go further astray.
The entity. The entity is just like, no, you can't leave anymore. You're doing it. You're doing it whether you like it or not.
Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
You couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
I mean, I tried.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Proceed. Oh, what's the cabin going to look like this time? There's going to be a mirror. There's going to be a knife. And is it going to be multiple knives?
The interior of the cabin
Oh.
is a jagged mess of warped
Ooh.
wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip the mirror, skip the mirror, skip the mirror. This whole cabin is different than last time. And the time before that, and the time before that, and the time before
Very
that.
different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Murder. Come on, murder. Get aboard the murder train. Or just,
Are we really doing this without a weapon? You know she has one, right?
I mean, I guess that's what we're doing, man.
To remind you that she's unarmed.
Yeah, maybe she's unarmed this time.
It'd be a lot easier if you had the blade.
Maybe
You
it
know what
would.
you're doing.
I hope so too.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from
This
their
is
source
not a
and
vibe.
violently
The vibes are not rootin' tootin'.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. You can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping.
Scraping.
Told you she has something. I told you.
I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's
I
probably just
told
her
you,
chains
Gromit. I
dragging
told
across the
you.
floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
Begging you to
Her
get out of my
grating
head.
voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Anyone else notice the death funnel that she's
What
created?
if she remembers us?
Not just a room anymore. It's literally
Somebody.
a funnel.
Get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that,
His
are we?
face.
She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. Exactly. She sounds threatening because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
What are you waiting for? Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good God! The options! 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time.
That doesn't sound like me.
No, that's a joke.
Again, talking up illusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen. It's
No
like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that loop back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yes, something is obviously up. We can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's
She
lying
looks
about
innocent
is
to
how
me, yeah.
dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think
Oh,
you're
me,
doing.
no. I would never. No, not me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna keep rolling d20s here for a little bit instead of counting that out every time. 4. I'd like to trust you, but you're being suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you.
How
Passing
dare you.
judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you.
Yeah.
How'd you like it if I did that, huh?
Yeah, what if I thought you tried to kill
Silly
me?
little Birdface thinks he's so serious coming down here, but doesn't know anything. He doesn't even have a knife for stabbing. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
I mean,
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
she called me
Certainly
Birdface.
feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
That is the face of
Has the
someone with the
capacity to
means.
quickly arm himself, you do. So stop second guessing yourself, go upstairs, take the blade, and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with
But
her
I'm
right now
nervous.
before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Look at her eyes. Her eyes are very, I just want to kill you. Just turn around. Just turn around. It'll only hurt a second. I don't have the key. Wait, did she ask us to free her? I wasn't paying attention. I got distracted by the murder.
Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance to be sure.
And that's how locks work. You just stare at the lock and then you'll know what the key is supposed to look like.
Before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her.
Just come here in stabbing range.
We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Alright.
You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way.
Yeah. Narrator.
No. I have my dignity.
No.
Fine. And will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Yeah, stick it to him. Tell him to suck it up. 11, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, okay. Okay, fine. I'm coming closer to free you. You'd better not try anything. This is going to end exactly how we want it to end. This is great. She's gonna love us for this.
Of course I won't.
Yeah!
Against your better judgment, you walk across the room to within arm's reach of the princess. I don't like the way you said within arm's reach.
Sorry, within stabbing distance of the
Horrible
princess.
sound of metal slicing through meat.
Just the completely
meat?
safe look.
Not ours, right?
Whose meat? Whose meat just got stabbed?
First,
Wait,
then
hers?
yours. Your neck, specifically.
I'm sorry, what?
Again? Really?
Hee
You collapse to the ground, your vision swimming as you attempt to focus on her bloody blade and the limp sack of flesh that was once her arm.
I'm sorry. Is her arm a sword now?
You're going to die now.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for letting me know.
With a quick jerk of her elbow, she does just that.
I'm sorry.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
She had a sword for an arm. Okay, remember how I said I had a fear of hands?
Path in the woods. No.
I have a new fear.
You're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again. We're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Certified Princess Simp.
The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
Ah! This is amazing!
I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
I like the cheated.
Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works.
No, fuck this. We're doing it my way now.
You're
Yes!
acting like this is about winning and losing, while this is actually about having fun. Is this fun for you? It's not fun for me.
It's fun for me.
Being sliced to pieces. Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times?
More than once.
This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? Right, that's too much responsibility.
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
I don't like the broken.
Let's just
I like
stay
the
focused,
cheated.
shall we?
The cheated was just like, no, fuck this. We're starting in the
only
cabin.
furniture
Screw the
about is a
woods.
bent metal table.
And then we were.
Pristine blade perched, we take it.
Yes!
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah, screw you, narrator. Doing it our way. The broken has been
Then
through some shit.
We throw it out the window.
And then we throw. What?
That blade is the only edge we have. We are not. Too late, because we already did it, didn't we?
Dick!
The rest of you, for me, and for the sake of the world. Yes. That is horribly unfair. He shouldn't be allowed to just do things like that.
I mean, you did!
You were the one who made us pick it up. See? You're not the only one who can figure out how to do things. What's done is done. I suggest you make the best of it.
Guys!
You're
Stop
all so mad at each other. I'm
bickering.
just gonna sit here quietly in the corner. You can be the ones to figure out what to do.
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to?
Apparently my voices want to bicker with each other.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
Oh yeah, there's no door this time. It's just the
Walk
mirror.
through the door. You do know what doors are, right? There is no door, there's just that mirror.
I guess we gotta try and
It isn't
clean
a
it
mirror.
so that it
You really messed
disappears.
things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
I'm sure we didn't look that great before dying
Just
twice
fumble
either.
for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
I've changed my mind. I'm not the narrator at work. I'm the cheated at work. just do it. Just do it. Just I don't care. Wipe the mirror clean. Sometimes I'm the broken.
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. I can't say I was particularly invested in looking at it before, but now I really want to see what's in it. If it's so keen on hiding from us,
It's a mixture for
whatever
sure.
it has must be real good.
For real.
It's time for us to see her again.
So is she just gonna have knives for
Stay
hands again?
focused And you'll be fine.
Maybe she's just gonna be like multiple
Step
knives.
forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
And you fucking died.
As your
Be
body
kind of
tumbles
amazing.
onto the basement landing, the form of the princess comes into view, Riley smiling at you from a distance.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Thanks.
And you still don't have a weapon. That's funny. That's a joke. I'm going to kill you now.
Yes, that was extremely silly of whoever did that. Probably a bad idea.
Yeah, what moron would throw the knife out the window?
No, I'm just trying to add some levity to this. Well, since all of this was your idea, how about you figure out how to get us out of it?
Just imagine
Guys
it.
like us don't get to make any decisions. You should know that.
But you did!
I
You threw
decided
the
to pick up
knife!
that blade, and you decided to throw it out the window.
This is why we've already lost. Can't even stop bickering with ourselves. How are we supposed to beat her without a weapon? She's so sharp.
Literally.
Your internal
Ah!
is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Yeah.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
I mean, it's probably the
Oh,
only
that's
thing
what
I can
it is.
actually do against you is make you walk forward. Also, yeah, the whole knives for hands thing. I don't like hands. Now they're knives. I don't think that's better. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to appeal to her authority. We shall trust her authority. Kyra transforming to arms, yeah. We're going to appeal to her authority. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out.
Can we talk this out?
I think she wants to kill us.
I think she wants to kill us too.
I think she established that at some point between stabbing us to death and directly telling us just now that she was going to kill us. You were the one who asked for ideas.
Yeah. It's not my fault she has murder in her eyes.
Out of this. Maybe that's the answer.
So what? It's 1, 2, 3. Has any Has anyone ever told you how good you are at stabbing things?
Nope, but I don't need anyone to tell me that. I know I'm good at what I do. The best, I think.
The princess pauses for a moment to further ponder your ill-placed compliment.
Hey, what gives? Are you trying to get on my good side?
Maybe. Is it working? Say nothing.
Well, for what it's worth, you're already on my good side.
Aw.
But that doesn't mean I'm going to not stab you. I'm having fun. Why would I stop?
Because...
Is this what it's like dealing with me? Yeah, it is. You're the worst one of us. You know that, right?
I kind of don't like the broken more.
Again. I'll see you all
The
when we
contrarian's
die.
at least funny.
Really? I'm the worst one. Do you hear how whiny and unfun he is?
Yeah, exactly.
But you never finish that argument before the princess closes the distance.
Oh, hi, princess.
She skewers you.
Oh.
Ow. Wow. She is absolutely uncompromising, isn't she? I know it seems
Oh, this is a
weird,
new
but
voice.
If anything, this makes me want her to like us even more. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah. We'd know if we died. Right?
Now we don't even know if we died.
No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
It was only a light
Stop saying
stabbing.
dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? I don't actually know how to answer that question. I think he means how many times have we died?
I
Yes.
don't know. I'd have to look at the counter.
Oh, I've lost count, to be honest.
Me too.
I haven't. It's 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're
Her
so
teeth.
full of ideas, and I love that.
She has pointy teeth.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. Flawless idea, if you ask me. Such a go-getter attitude.
I like the opportunist.
Come on, show me something new.
Well, I don't know. I don't have anything to say to this. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. That seems like the right thing to do. Boy, your knives are sure glossy today. The blood really brings out your eyes. I really love what you've done with your... Well, they're not quite sleeves. They're what were your arms. I really love what you've done with what were your arms. It doesn't work, and she kills you again. And again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades.
The gleaming
There's nothing
blades.
better than a capable woman. Skewers you.
You're cute.
Oh, thank you.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
But now we have the simp back.
Harder.
We just have to hit her harder.
Excuse you.
Hit her harder with more
nonsense.
compliments.
It's just making it harder to focus. Just keep dodging. Just keep dodging. Just keep dodging.
Just keep dodging, just keep dodging, just keep dodging, dodging, dodging. What do? We
What's
dodge.
the point of avoiding me if you're not going to fight?
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
I mean, yeah, right?
Don't even have a weapon.
We literally can't give up.
Yeah. Some clod threw it out the window.
I know, what a moron.
Again, that was you.
Oh, right.
No, I was just the clod who suggested it. And if I knew we'd be stuck here forever, I wouldn't have done that. Just panic. Flee. Shit skewers you.
Does she have more swords now?
You don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We lasted a little longer.
Did we?
Barely. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. Skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
Oh, God.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. Fine. One last time. None of this is working. Think. Think. She skewers you.
Think.
And then everything goes dark. And you die.
Chapter 4. I've never been to a Chapter 4 before.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin. Take it from here.
Ha!
No steel claw, though. Was tossing it the only thing we've done that was permanent? That's a sick joke, you know.
The only thing that didn't come back was the...
Good, then maybe we never actually needed it. That's what I've been telling you all. We can do this without it. We're tougher than steel.
Yeah, we're tougher than steel.
Yeah, mind over matter.
Yeah.
Who needs violence when you have...
Shut it, you.
Who needs love when you've mastered yourself?
Shut
needs
it, you.
anything, and we don't matter.
Not you.
Well, boys, are we ready? There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah. Leave it to the pros.
Leave it to the pros. We're great at dying.
We heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Amazing.
By me, you walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know.
Whee!
Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Yeah, suck it, narrator.
Don't care. Just want to see how this ends.
Yeah, narrator.
Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
We
You
took a
know,
vote.
this
You
last
suck.
time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Well, you were wrong. I'm very stabbable.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Good. So glad.
I
That's
got something
great.
ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Oh, good.
You gonna say what she does?
Nope.
Oh, do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I
me
think I speak
too.
for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
What if
Really?
counterpoint, don't describe
Here
it.
we go.
Then it
Now.
doesn't happen.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears.
No.
Then it
No, go back. Go. Oh!
A wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Can we go back to not describing it?
Are you ready for what comes next?
No, I'm good.
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
Any port in a storm with you, huh, bud?
The perfect woman.
Good God, what are you?
Her out. That looked painful.
Why?
Still alive. Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. I'd say we bow down to her right now if that ever even slightly worked for us.
No, that was a different life.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Narrator,
They're just gonna keep talking, aren't they? I'm kind of tempted to see how long they talk for. No, I think they're repeating. I'm good.
It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
We just went Ultra Instinct. You do not act as the princess approaches, instead allowing her to crash against your form. And yet, there is seemingly nothing for her to crash against. Again and again she swings at you, but there never really was a you to swing at.
This worked before. I was able to make you dead before.
She swings again, and this time she hits something, or something hits her. She looks down in confused terror as her arm bends and folds in upon itself.
Did you do that? It's funny if you did. You're nothing. You've done nothing to me, and I've done so much to you, and... that's who we are. But it's like you're nothing now. You can't be nothing. If you're nothing, then what am I? Am I nothing too? No, I'm the one who hurts you.
I am the one who knocks. She hurls herself at you, but as she does, her metal body bends outward, the very contact with what you are repelling her to the point of destruction. Be formless, shapeless, allow a sharp foe to vanquish herself. The din of shrieking metal subsides, and something small and delicate falls into your hand. It's her heart. It beats gently, calmly in your palm. Yoink. Not another word is spoken. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Oh, do I not have any other voices this time? Yeah, I guess I don't have any other voices with me this time, so no one's like, what's this? I don't know what's going on anymore. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The remains you've unraveled. Well, there you go. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh, that was a wild one. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
I just want to get into the vibe here. It's all about hands, right? I can't roll and do that at the same time. 6, 7, 8. Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Yes, you and I are the only things that interest me. Yeah. Seven. If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time.
Oh no, it's gonna shut down on me again, isn't it? Don't do it. I swear to God. There's no waiting forever. Goddamn right. I'm not doing that again. One. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real? I'm getting a little crabby with my hands.
Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something, but nothing cannot exist on its own, and because of that, nothing can't exist.
Eight. 6, 7, 8, yeah. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. And when I find him, I'm going to kill him.
If he is anything other than us, he isn't worth the effort to destroy.
Or is that the exact reason why he should be destroyed? I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Oh!
I will be here, waiting for you.
So the next one's the last one, then. Is it just like a number of runs? It's not like you don't have to like select the correct order for anything. It's just like you do it 6 times and you're good.
Path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Interesting.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to
It's a
slay
number
her.
of runs. Okay, okay,
If you don't,
okay.
It will be the end of the world.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, we know this one. Interesting. So that means, is this the last one then? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Silently continue to the cabin. Specifically, the number of vessels taken. Got it. Interesting.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
That's your theory.
You'll find
Oh,
the princess
okay.
within.
So it's not like a confirmed thing, but
Warning
that would
before you go
make
any
sense.
further.
Yeah. Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
I
Don't
kind of
believe
love
what
that.
she
I think that
says.
makes
We're not
more
gonna go
sense
through
than
it.
just stumbling into
She's a princess. We're supposed to
correct
save
answer.
princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
It definitely makes it easier for the rolling for choices thing, because then I don't have to like solve a puzzle and hope I just roll the correct answer. I'm a little nervous about doing other visual novels because some of them are like
interior
that,
of the
where it's like
cabin
you
is
gotta just
almost
select the
entirely
right
bare.
options.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright. We going violent or non-violent? Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Murder.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Murder. Do it. 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 Enter the basement. Do it. Do it. Killer. Killer.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, do her a favor.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Killer.
Who's there?
It's me. Your
She
doom.
sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you.
I'm speaking
It's
for the
all
knife.
part of the manipulation.
Yeah. Stab, stab. I'm here to stab you. Ma. Hey, hey, I think I'm here to. I think I'm here to kill you. Just, is that? Do you? Well, that's why I'm here. I think it's you. Is it? Maybe it's someone else, but I think it's you. Is there anyone else? Just me? Just you? You, me, and you? Okay, I think it's you. Yeah, I'm here to kill you. Just, how's it going?
Oh, are you now?
Oh,
Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Yeah, look at me.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Thanks.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Stab her.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist,
Stab her.
binding her to the far wall. of the
Stab her.
basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
No.
Is she really a threat to the world?
Sure, stab
Focus
her.
on the task at hand.
Yeah, stab her.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Hi. What? No. Why would you why would you even think that? What? Me? No.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
Yeah, stab her. That's me. I'm the knife.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point?
Just
You
this.
should
I
drop
forgot
it.
the knife.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Stab, 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 stab. Oh no.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Why have you forsaken me, father?
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
And in stabbing
We'll
distance.
be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So if your theory is correct, and I do
So
roll
here we are.
a combination
What
that
an
gives me a
awkward start
vessel
to a
that we've already
relationship.
delivered, then that wouldn't count towards the number of runs, would it? I think you might be onto something, and I think I might be screwing myself. I might have just gotten very lucky and gotten a different vessel every time. But what if I accidentally get a different one? No, I don't believe you can deliver one you've already given her. Right, but what if I accidentally do the same patterns again, or similar patterns? Because I've had this conversation before. Okay, we've talked enough. So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. Yeah, no, I'm good. We're done. The dialogue grays out. Oh, maybe.
Oh, Have you decided what to do with me?
I know we've had the
know
entity
why
tell
you're
us
here.
like, no, you can't do that. So maybe it's that. Had similar interactions but different order, and it's been interesting. Okay. Slay the princess. Slay it. Do it. Kill her.
Doubt,
Kill her.
unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
No. Stab, stab.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
So we've had this happen twice now, but both of them did wind up in
Feels
different
like you've been
vessels.
hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
One was the very first one, and one was the
Holy shit! it
dominatrix
hurts.
goddess.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Bone-crushing hits.
We can still turn this around.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. I only have finished the job as an option. So the last... I was right, yeah, we've encountered this exact thing twice before, and give up and flee and lock her in the basement were the options that we've chosen in the past, so finish the job is the only option. Okay.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me?
Interesting.
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there?
Can
The
you?
princess doesn't do our friend in herself. Internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time.
Stab.
You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
We did it. We slayed the princess.
Oh.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
And then you fucking died.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder... Do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The adversary. Okay, different chapter 2. Yep.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
And this one's an 8. 2. Wait. Hasn't this happened already?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Any new voices?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Here's Hero.
You know I can hear you, right?
Maybe it's just
going to
Hero
be
this
a lot
time.
harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Okay.
That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
We get the stubborn this time.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
I've been wanting to see the stubborn route. The stubborn seemed fun. He seemed very, like, murder happy. Like, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just fucking kill her. Turn around and leave.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth. Blah, 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 blah,
Those are
blah.
two very different questions, but fine. I'll
Uh-huh.
indulge you if that's
Sure.
what it takes to get you moving.
Yep.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
It's like the 15th time. Just
If you're back here,
Counting.
I'm assuming you died. which
Yep.
probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, we stabbed her.
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her.
We did.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything?
No, that's the
If you're
broken.
asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
I'm hoping it did have consequences. Consequences are good. That means we're progressing.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
I would love...
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back.
I would love if there was like a
Time simply
route
rewind
that you
itself?
take
Or you
where
must have
like
transported
you as the player get a voice, like your body gets a voice,
failed
and
to
like
slay
just
the
starts
princess,
talking at the same
what
time
would
as
have
the rest
happened
of
to
them and being
everyone
like
else you left?
saying the same things as they're saying to be like, I've heard this before.
Enough
We've
with
done
your
this
talking.
1,000
You've got a
times
fight
now.
to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
To proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
He's got such a hate boner.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal. Let's just get on with it.
Crystal. He's a barbarian. He's like giving the barbarian answers. Good.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Even the cabin wants us to kill her quickly. Seven. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. The world is depending on you.
One. He didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
I wonder if the mirror... Like, the mirror always
There's
appears in Chapter
definitely a
2.
mirror.
And the mirror
There
is
isn't.
connected to the entity
You've
and
already
the long
wasted
quiet.
So much time in the woods. Who even
But,
cares
like,
if there's a mirror?
Does it actually have any importance in Chapter 2? Like, other than just being able to walk up to it and be like, oh, it doesn't exist. I'm assuming it's the same regardless. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door.
It's a wall.
There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach
Forward,
and
rub your hand
against
the cabin wall.
I hope
You know how ridiculous you look right now. Yeah, we've heard it all before.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter the basement. Oh boy, here I go killing again!
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Another
This
challenger
isn't what she sounded
approaches.
like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Good.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
I don't see why we can't have both.
As you descend the final
Yes.
step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Enough talk, let's fight.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
I've dated women uglier than you for breakfast.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
This guy's got such a boner right now. You know that this guy is, like, rock hard. There are 9 choices. That's a 3. 1, 2, 3. So you do remember me!
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life.
Giggity.
So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
They have a hate boner for each other.
All right, fine. I believe you.
What?
What?
You said earlier in the woods, I believe you. I've already met the princess, and the princess has already met you. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know. Whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
3, 4, 5. Three. Don't worry, I'm going to do a good job.
Great. Now focus up and do it then.
Yeah. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Oh, that's not the stubborn. That wouldn't be the hero, though, either, would it? Turn around and leave.
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
Step towards the stairs. You hear the heavy creak of straining metal, and then a snap. She's loose.
Oh, that
You have to
phase.
make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
Fight, 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 fight. Come on, fight, fight. 4, 5. I want to see a fight. Get your hands messy. Turn and fight her head on. Hell yeah.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
Hell yeah. Beat her up.
Here we go.
Punch her in the
Let's make this
face.
count.
Oh, we'll make it count all right.
Yeah.
As As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood.
First blood.
She is
God.
unfazed by your onslaught. Her
Sounds so
expression barely
squishy.
changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
I'm disappointed in you.
Oh,
She punched you
don't
once.
actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart.
Go for the heart. Go for the heart.
You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Do it.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
Fucking kill her.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through. Don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Bet you want to get through her. Yeah, you do. Bait and opening and outmaneuver her.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening.
But she's faster than
Do
you.
your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Fucking do it.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How
Soundscape.
disappointing.
It's like a suddenly loud.
The pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
Gross.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
So she just crushed the skull right there. The eye of the needle.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it. So
Oh, now we have the
you'd
hunted
us
with us.
cower in a corner.
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose
Into the
sight of
woods
her,
we
if she
go.
manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning?
Yeah. Yeah, hero.
Disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
Good job, hero. You figured it out.
What is
All on your own. I'm so proud of you.
What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that.
There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here.
Yeah, violence.
Are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet.
I have. Let's do it. Let's kill her.
Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin.
Or, counterpoint, we do.
Like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
4, 5. I'm actually kind of with the hunted on this one. Well, I mean, for more than just like this immediate reason, it actually does make a lot of sense to bring her outside, because then we would progress with another vessel, and this is a new vessel, so
It isn't long
that would be
before
good.
you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
No last advice for us? No words of warning?
Oh
But I
yeah,
gather you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
good. Let's go.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
Right.
Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is
Ooh.
suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going,
You're going
to do this right. See, we have
We have
even
even
less
less
space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there.
Take it. Take it. Do it. Do it. Kill her. Kill her. What do we roll? 3. But there's no way forward. There's a mirror at the end of the... God,
Maybe it'll
bless
go
it.
away again.
Yeah, probably.
For something to go away, it would have to be there to begin with. And let me assure you, there's no mirror here. The only thing at the end of the room is the door to the basement. No use arguing. Mirror or not, we need to be there. The why we pick doesn't matter.
I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. The worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
Very barbarian. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
Why does he call it a steel claw? He's the only one who calls it a steel claw.
You step forward, approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there, it's right in front of you.
This really is just like last time.
It smells of nothing, yet it's still there.
Oh, there is a new option, though. Wipe the mirror clean is usually the only option. We have a smash it option. Smash it, smash it. Yes! Smash the mirror!
Fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
I was kind of hoping it would, like, punch and we'd, like, break our hand or
Why
something.
am I not surprised?
It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
You kicked the door down!
Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
It's in the middle now.
Rile her up, If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
Good. If you want to fight, then how about you come and get one?
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
Those chains were nothing to her last time.
There'll be nothing to her this time. But we need to show ourselves first to make her boil over. Fine by me.
Continue to the basement landing.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
The demoness.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling! Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh, break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
Can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run. I really don't like the sound of this. It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do.
Hot.
So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Break her. Oh, that's a reroll. And that's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm not fighting you. That is like the exact opposite of what we're here to do.
The princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you? You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting. I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance.
Stab, stab. Stab, stab, stab.
Hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your
Slice,
heels.
slice, slice.
She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rapid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good.
Good.
You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, but once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass.
Yes.
You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me! Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head!
You're saying we live rent-free in your head?
Be swift, strike true, be where she's not,
Let your body move you.
Let your body move you. That's such a great line. Slay the princess.
You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Charging me head on? Brave and foolish.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left, now. As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike.
Stab, stab!
Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
We're actually going to pull this off, aren't we?
Don't get cocky.
You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again.
Stab, 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 stab.
She's stronger, but you're faster. And the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers.
That's my stabbing face, by the way.
Blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady.
More. Keep going. We can't
More.
stop.
More!
She's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground.
Nothing. These blows are nothing to us.
But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you?
As of right now, I think
Something
we're
feels wrong.
possibly even.
Something.
And? Then what happens?
And then what happens? It's the hands! A wide open field. Lure an enemy into an advantageous terrain and win. But you do not have the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Nah, we're good.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Don't worry about it. It's cool. It's chill. Just it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just gonna be. Just trust me. It's good. We're good. We're
But if it's so
we're good.
bad, like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
It will, but you know that's cool. Don't worry.
Thing reeks of death.
That is true.
We just need to find the princess.
What? That's what we're doing, man. Don't worry. I got you. You're all going to be fine. It's the end for you,
What is
but
that
not for
supposed to mean?
me.
Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Yeah, that's part of it.
You're dead.
Screw that. This can't be. It just can't.
Don't worry. You're all going to a better place, maybe. Okay, bye. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Wait a second. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond reflection. It's up here. It's this thing. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
I really don't. Are you the mirror? Have you been the cabin/mirror this whole time? Oh, wait. Is the narrator the mirror the whole time? Jagged shards of broken glass. Oh, the eyes, they're blinking! Ah! And it's like a bird's face. It's like a crow face. Were we a crow this whole time? Were we a crow this whole time? I was wondering what kind of bird we might be. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Nope. Nope. 13's hard. There we go. 4. Because I can't do 12, and the next one up is 20. I have so many questions for you.
Then ask them, and make it quick. I won't last for long now that you can see me.
Ah. So each shard is a question? I don't have 14 shards. Nope. You only have so many questions. Okay, how should I phrase my questions? Carefully, because you only have so many of them. Oh, crap, was that a question? Yes, it was. Okay, hang on. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
That one sounded loud. We're at the point where we can roll 12s now. 1! So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. I'm surprised because usually you're not here at this point.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
I think we're down to 10. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, we are down to 9. So I am re-rolling that. 1. What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you.
Rude.
I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
All the different voices. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you made me, then what am I?
The long quiet. The god I made to rid the world of death.
So I am the long quiet? We're not in the long quiet, I am the long quiet? Okay. And so the narrator is the, like, physical form? What? And I guess, okay, to rid the world of death, so princess is death. And that's why he wanted us to slay the princess. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Counterpoint, we just let you die. Because I'm kind of tired of listening to you already. $13. How am I supposed to rid the world of death? That is 13, right? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How am I supposed to rid the world
By
of death?
slaying the princess. Once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life. Forever.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That was a 14. That's a 17. 13 is such a hard number. Damn it. I'm rolling really well tonight. Sadly. No! Natural 20! Damn it! Wasted! 12. Thank you. Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times.
You haven't. You've flirted with dying. You've played pretend. But your consciousness is an unbroken stream.
Played pretend. Yes, I was pretending to die all those times I got stabbed. You remember that? You remember the stabbings? The multiple stabbings? Or how about the time my head was crushed? All for pretend. $13 again. No. 7. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you a god, or were you a god?
No. In life, I was painfully mortal. A witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved.
It has teeth.
I needed to do something.
I don't think
So
it's
I
a
made
bird.
you, and I made her.
I'm a bird.
And I
I think
made this
it's like a
place
rat
to
or
hold
something,
you.
because it's got teeth. Sharp, pointy teeth. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? He has said that so many times now.
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
Slay her. Death of the author. Run out of questions. Oh, so he's not just the narrator, he's the author. I was so close, just watch him end. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Lie. Lies.
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time's up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Oh, that was a soft one. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. A tunneling vessel bring the eye of the needle to her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. All the hands! It's all the hands! Woo!
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. This is what I imagined we look like as the Long Quiet. we're a reflection of each other, right? So I'm so glad I can see you now. Can't you? Aren't you so glad you can see me? I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and then patiently waits for you to continue. An endless cascade of smiles, because she has lots of bodies now too, as well as hands. So what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting.
Hey,
But it's woven into your nature.
hold on now.
Isn't it?
I got very stabby
When
in one of
Maker
those
stole us
lifetimes.
From 1 into 2, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There are 9 options. And we rolled a 10. Try that again. Rolling so well tonight. I hate it. I hate that I'm rolling so well tonight. 4, 5, 6, 7. I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point. Slay the princess.
I know, and I've been waiting for you to see it through. Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save you, then so be it.
Murder!
Brutality splashes you against the walls, but with stubborn defiance you rise again. And with the dance of our conflict, I was brought somewhere new. Without you, my world would have been so small.
You think you can narrate?
Do you remember the moment of your triumph? Do you remember the feeling of your blade finally cutting me down? My defeat was a gift. Without obstacles to overcome, we stagnate into nothing.
Be honest, you probably had a better opportunity with the Blade Girl. Like, Blade Girl stabbed us and killed us hundreds of times. This one killed us once. Once! Blade Girl stabbed us hundreds of times. You went with the wrong avatar, girlie. You chose poorly. And now I shall win. Is stagnation so bad? Can meaning not exist in the absence of cruelty and pain?
To stagnate is to remain the same. What meaning can be taken from a single moment, frozen in time? All conflict is violence, but to remove conflict itself is to remove the textures that define us. A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once. You learned to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to humble me, to show me how far I was from what I needed to be. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
And yet, one of us actually stood after the end of all of that. And I know how you die. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle of meaning.
And even then, what we saw was not an ending. When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb.
Oh, the goddess.
A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. You are terrified of a power so far beyond you that it strips the meaning from your every action.
Which one is this? I don't think we countered this. Oh no, this is the goddess.
Power, the dark parts of you cannot help but burn away. Your inadequacy is reduced to cinders by the blazing light of the divine. When I proclaimed my godhood and presented you with a place by my side in my new creation, you gladly took it.
I did. That I did do.
Without
I did
me,
do
there
that.
is no future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness.
I miss when that was you. Remain silent. Yeah, I don't really have... You're right. Yeah, I did do those things. That's a thing that happened.
But you say nothing.
I mean, what am I supposed to say? You're not wrong.
Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another.
Oh, this is from her point of
Do I
view.
miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Okay, but this was like the best ending for us. This one literally had nothing to do with death, except for the you having to stab me part, but we got over that. That feeling never left me.
Then there's no need for you to fight like we are. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together. Hand in loving hand.
That was only one part of you. I'm ready. I want to leave with you. Stop the fight early and surrender. No, I don't want to surrender. I don't want to surrender. I want to keep fighting. Oh.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words.
Through conflict
The
we
final
carve
peace
meaning.
lies with you.
Man, I wanted to see... Because there was at least 2 more, right? Because it's 6? There was 6 iterations. I wanted to go through them all. I wanted to see the puppet again. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of your cage pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it. But it does not yield.
I love you.
Take her hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it's pretty. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
It really is. There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. Step into the infinite. Oh, and we got a nice little, like, guitar riff going? Hell yeah. Yeah. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contain 1,000 more. You exist, and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. There are no endings, only new beginnings. And that was Slay the Princess. Jonathan Sims and Nicole Goodnight voiced two amazing characters. Holy crap, that whole thing was amazing. And for what I was saying at the beginning of the stream, Nicole Goodnight, she is one of the hostesses of AGDQ and SGDQ and Frame Fatales and like all the speedrunning things. Absolutely adore her work. She does so many good things. I had no idea it was her until like seeing the credits the first time on another stream. So this was so cool. And thanks to our little creatures, Wednesday, Spoons, and Nubs. Ow. Our song finished the game. The good ending doesn't count. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. So cool. There's join the Discord, join our mailing list, join the subreddit, follow us somewhere else, make your playlist, play our other game, and return to the main menu. Should we roll for choices on this? There's 7 options. Hold on. Oh, nope. Return to the main menu. Well done. What a phenomenal game. That was so good. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely loved it. So worth coming back and playing it for a second night. Thank you so much for joining me on that. We still have a couple hours left of the stream. I don't know what I want to get into just yet. I do know that I want to take a short break, so it might be a little bit longer than normal just because I want to kind of figure out exactly what I want to do. But yeah, we've still got like hour and a half, maybe hour-ish time span, so we'll probably switch it up to something else. But I am going to take a break, and I hope you do too. Grab a drink, take a stand, you know, move around a bit, get the blood flowing, do the whole thing. That's what I'm going to do, because I'm going to run out of energy real quick if I don't do something. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching this playthrough of Slay the Princess. What an absolute treat. That was creepy. We're gonna go on that one. Cool. Yep. Yep. Hello. Hello and welcome back. I haven't decided what I want to switch it up to yet. So, I've got a few things we could choose from. I might just play maybe like a little Streets of Rogue or something. Just do a couple runs to wrap up the night. But I wanted to take a second because while I have the Steam page up that I'm kind of looking at for games that I currently have installed, I was just thinking what might be fun for the next game. We do still have the rest of Lindsay's run in Baldur's Gate 3, of course. So we can always go back to Baldur's Gate 3. We can always start new runs of Baldur's Gate 3. We can always do stuff like that. But I kind of really enjoy doing the visual novel. I kind of like the compactness of it and kind of how, you know, we streamed it for a couple days, and now we get to move on to something else. And I kind of like that, especially because I'm probably going to be making YouTube videos, and I feel like it'd be easier to make, like, a YouTube video, something along the lines of, like, hey, I randomly rolled for every single option in this visual novel type of video, you know what I mean? And yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is super long. And, like, I could make videos over individual sections of Baldur's Gate 3, and that was kind of what I was originally planning on doing. Like, I went through the entire hag swamp fight in the first act of Baldur's Gate 3, and I rolled for every single option, and this is how it turned out. And I think that could make for an interesting series of videos. But it is long. And the thought of doing it all over again personally sounds like a lot of fun, but I don't know how great of interesting content it would make. But that is where I will leave that particular question up to you guys. There are some other options, though. There's this game, Potionomics. This is such an adorable game, and it is a perfect balance of, like, potion crafting and, like, shop mechanics, while also having, like, a nice sort of dating sim aspect to it. It has romanceable characters and storyline to it, so that could be interesting. I don't know. I don't quite remember how many options are in the game as far as like randomly selecting things, but I do know you can choose options in the conversations with people, so that could be a fun one. We've got Shadows Over Loathing. Actually, any of the Over Loathing games, West of Loathing and Shadows Over Loathing, I have both of them. Could make for amazing roll for choices options. They're absolutely hilarious. One is Western themed. This one is sort of Cthulhu-esque themed. That sort of Mindscape type deal. Absolutely hilarious. They're parodies off of those types of series. Is basically what it is, and it's great. Disco Elysium, another just absolutely phenomenal game that could make for an interesting. It's a point and click, but there's a lot of talking parts in it and a lot of choices that you can roll for. I think this could be a phenomenal choice for a roll for choices. But I think that's what I like. I think that's kind of what I want to settle into my niche, is doing roll for choices things, and then making videos and making content over, like, I just rolled for every single dialogue option in this game, right? So, yeah, and then we can always look at other visual novels and stuff like that too. I like this sort of shorter thing. This feels good. That being said, I think for the rest of the tonight, I might do Spiritfarer. I did want to play through Spiritfarer again. That could be a lot of fun, but not tonight. I mean, for a roll for choices thing. Yeah, maybe let's play some Streets of Rogue. I should probably update my title and stuff for that. Some Streets of Rogue. Whew, that's loud. That's loud in my ears. I don't think you guys can hear it yet. To end the night. Streets of Rogue. Rogue? Roggy? Rogue. There we go. Can I even edit this one? I don't even know if I can edit this one. You know what? I actually don't want to edit that one and do stuff. So we're actually we're gonna end the YouTube stream. If you are watching currently on YouTube, I appreciate you watching. I don't know if anybody is still currently watching. If you are, thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel. We will be back. We stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday nights, 6 p.m. Pacific, typically to 10 p.m. But we just finished a game, so we're gonna end the YouTube stream so that it creates the VOD at the end of that game. So thank you so much, and have a good night. If you want to follow the rest of the evening, hop on over to my Twitch channel. We're twitch.tv/GamePandaPlays. Thank you so much. I should put the socials up at the top. That's what I should do. I should put my social panel thing up at the top.